Certified health nut, super psycho chicken of cyberspace, your leader. Today we're going on live, my online community, 4:30 p.m. PST. My online community is called The Real Ones. We're bringing on David Daigle. I just did the body electronics retreat with him in Texas, and he teaches conscious language. I am, I can, I have, I choose, I will, I invite, I love, etc. And he does conscious body language. So he reads your body language and he defilement or the discrepancy is in your energy field and your thinking patterns, and how to clear that ultimately. So we'll be talking about our retreat, and he'll be going through a process with me, so you can see that. That's today at 4:30 on The Real Ones, my online community. You find it on my website. And yeah, we have so much to offer over here at Certified Health Nut HQ. We have one of my coaches teaching almost every day on that community, and then I'm on there once a week doing Q&A and or special events like today. And so next week we'll be talking about the ultimate lifestyle transformation. We'll be doing our fall equinox cleanse. And so cheers to everyone out there who likes to detoxify their tissues. This is cracked cell chlorella, freshwater and saltwater algae. Greens are natural cellular detoxifiers. And so the energy from the sun is converted in through, the radiation is converted through photosynthesis into chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is like plant blood. So it's like replenishing your blood constantly. And so good to see everyone. Drop a comment in the box. You know where you're tuning in from. We've got an international community. And Zeus, good to see you, brother. We're going to get into a little bit of silent meditation, get centered, really have that stillness, that sovereignty, liberation inside the stillness as the world continues to go and spin out chaotically. And so, hey, David Schmidt out there in Virginia Beach, he's my man in Sedona. He's got the water store in Sedona. Make sure you go up and see him anytime you're visiting right now in Virginia Beach. And so Kentucky in the house as well. And so, all right, I got sidetracked. So we're going to get a little bit of silent meditation, ground in, calms the nervous system, and allows you to receive information, because that's what's going on. We're always inputting with the environment, and the environment's inputting into us. And so the more balanced and centered we can be, the more responsibility, our ability to coherently go on in life instead of reacting. And so I have my own problems with reaction over the years, and I'm getting better and better, right? Little refinement as I become an elder. I'll be 60 this year. And so always refining and doing my best. When I was younger, I used to react, and that got me into a lot of trouble, and I would blindly react into a lot of situations, which into more trouble and got my vibrations out of coherence. And then I would drink or use drugs to calm my own nervous system, as opposed to what I'm doing now, which is practicing some meditation, maybe some breath. And so headed back tomorrow. All right, well, everybody go see David up in Sedona at the water store. Benny is grateful. Good to see you. Almost done with his book. T-Bone in the house. And so, all right, guys. So we're going to get into some meditation. Pound my liquid sunshine. Look at how vibrant that looks. Emerald green. Saturates the blood. I've been juicing for the past 35 years. People like to argue me that juicing doesn't work. Okay, fine. Works for me for whatever degree. I wanted to give a big shout out to Allison. I did a post on my Instagram. Her lymphocytes weren't working properly, and she did the ultimate lifestyle transformation, and she got miraculous results in a short amount of time. And so she's taking a group of people through the ultimate lifestyle transformation. So you can find that on my Instagram. You can communicate with her. She's a wellness coach, and she actually was a fashion model as well. Now, she gave me this book, Change Your Day, The 5-Minute Way. And so it's a journal, and it has what you're grateful for it, morning and evening, your intention for the day, how you're feeling, just a real basic in, which I think is amazing. And the 3 action steps you're going to do. So things you're grateful for, the action steps you're going to make towards your dreams. Because remember, the law of attraction has the word action in it. You can never forget that, right? There's intention. Actually, I watched 6 hours of Sean Ryan's show with Joe McMonagle. He is the remote viewer, the number 1 remote viewer for military intelligence. And he said there's 3 factors for manifestation or completion of a project, etc. There's intention. You can't have in the hand what you don't have in the mind first. There's attention to detail. That includes action. And then there's vision of outcome. And that's the only thing you need to stay focused on for creation of anything that you're doing on planet Earth. And this is in alignment with what the learned people back in the day used to study, which was Neoplatonic philosophy, which is alchemy and how to make out of nothing. And so Plato, Descartes, all the smarty pants people, Newton, studied Neo-philosophy, which is alchemy, which the first rule of alchemy is focus creates reality. So intention, attention to detail, which is action, and then vision of outcome. My vision is clear water, soil, and equitable systems for all mankind in my life. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And the more I go on in life, the more I start to see that progress. And we're dealing with structures that have been put in place for long periods of time. And you know anything about building a building and foundation, when you build a foundation, oftentimes the underground structure just takes, year, or it takes much more time in comparison that once the build starts going up, boom, it goes up, and it's like, what happened with that, right? But the foundation was built for months or even years previous to that. And so, and that's what we're doing over here at Side Health Nut. Raising human consciousness, changing all systems. And so that's, first job is to get attention. We're being gathered and propagandized, psychological warfare. And so for me to just get people's attention, I mean, people want to argue with me about everything. Organic food doesn't work, natural medicine's bullshit. Well, that's your psychological warfare. That's your programming via the Flexner report, the Rockefeller Foundation created in the early 1900s. In the earliest 20th century, they discredited all natural healing and got the medical industry established. So just look into the Flexner report to really understand where the mindset of the human being is, and then all this research bias and the scientifically validated poisoning of the commons, the food, etc., as well as the food pyramids and all the things that confused human beings and continue to confuse human beings. This was all set up. And so to reverse that, it may take a minute or two, right? It's been said that, 100 years of nonsense can wipe out 1,000 years of truth. If that's true, then flip that yin-yang coin over. 10 years of truth can wipe out 100 years of nonsense. And that's what we've seen in the industrial age, all this scientifically validated poisoning of the commons and the human being. Which, if you poison the human being, then that makes good customers for your toxic drugs and everything that the medical industry subsidizes. the whole industry is subsidized on so many different levels with insurance and what I'm interested over here in Certified Health Nut is true healing, true health, not just some type of surface. And so, okay, good to see you, Adam Luca. Love the pink. Thank you. The many benefits of aging, learning to react better to life struggles and stressors. Yes, and that's what we're doing here with a little bit of meditation this morning. So drop a comment in the box. Let me know if you are going to do the meditation. I encourage everyone to stick around. Do you think a man has the power to be the strongest force in the entire cosmos? I mean, some say as human beings we have DNA limitations. What do you think about that? Well, the DNA may have limitations, but ultimately we have no limitations because of our imagination. And so we can imagine beyond our limitations. And so, because this is the physical realm, but if you go into meditation or you go into the dream world, you are beyond the physical limitations. And so, and many of the masters talked about this. You can read the book, The Teachings of the Masters of the Far East. And so, accessing that type of consciousness is available to us all, but there's only a handful of sages and avatars that have been able to rise above the third dimension. And I do believe the octaves and the frequency that's coming out of the central sun, the neutrinos, are changing now. This is what the Mayan calendar spoke about. This is the formation of consciousness. All right, guys, let's go down for some silent meditation for 20, 30 minutes here. So we're going to close our eyes and we're going to focus on the breath coming in and out of the nose. Stretch out the face. A little bit of facial yoga. Get the eyeballs. Get the tongue, the ligament that goes through the vagus nerve, through the heart and into the genitals. Maybe we'll do a little bit of breath of fire, get everything pumping. All right. A little bit of breath fire in through the nose and out through the nose, pumping the belly button into the heart. Exhale all the way. Hold. Inhale, hold. Okay. Here we go. Round number 2. Exhale all the way. Hold. Inhale. All right, let's do thirds like that. How about that? Stretch out the face again. So in through the nose, spine into it a little bit, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Exhale all the way. Hold. Hold. Inhale. Hold. All right. There you go. Clear the dome piece for some good silent meditation. Let's go down for, it was only 7 minutes, right? A little bit of breath work. 90 breaths, 3 rounds of 30 with breath holds. Takes about 7 to 10 minutes. Clears your energy field. Get out some basic stretches. All right, so we're going to close our eyes. Focus on the breath coming in and out of the nose. That's going to sharpen the mind. From there, you can feel sensations coming in and out of the nostrils. Ultimately, those sensations all over the body, whether you are awake or asleep. A mosquito bites you at night, you scratch it. The alarm clock wakes you up while you're sleeping. It tingles the inside of your ears. So we are never ultimately asleep It only depends on our awareness and how conscious we are. And so when we're meditating, you can focus on the breath, which will sharpen the mind, and you can focus on the sensations that are going on from the tips of the toes to the top of the head at all times. Your awareness, you can feel my butt sitting on the pillow, my legs crossed, etc. The air coming in through the nose and out through the nose. The atmosphere on my skin, and so scanning the body from head to toe. And so this is an insight meditation, and so mindfulness. So without further ado, we're gonna meditate here. About 20 or 30 minutes in, see how deep we can go. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. God bless you guys. We'll be live tonight on The Real Ones, my online community. You can go to my Instagram and I'll put a post up there to access that. Otherwise, you can find it on my website, certifiedhealthnut.com. All right, here we go. Focusing on the breath coming in and out of the nose like a silent witness. Witnessing. Time flies when you're having a little bit of fun. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And so appreciate everybody tuning in. Definitely feel more centered and grounded. So I'll see you guys today at 4:30 p.m. on The Real Ones, my online community. I'll be dropping that information. You can find it on my website. Otherwise, I'll be putting something up on Instagram. See you guys at 4:30. And everyone on the legacy call tomorrow, 4:30. Okay, God bless, guys. Psycho Chickens over here on Instagram. No, this is YouTube. Hey, Troy, I've been targeted by occultists from Sedona. Is that a known thing going on in there in some communities? Yeah, there's all sorts of psycho chicken weirdos everywhere. And so, yeah, protect your energy field at all costs. Okay, God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.